Please give a hand, please, a round of applause for Pastor Joshua Swilley.
A little while back ago, we had just a great time over at Hope United. Me and my wife are the pastors of Hope United. Back there, my wife, Pastor Corinne. We have some of our family. Wave at me. Some of our family are here tonight. Hope United. But we were doing something, and we were talking about. We just kind of sat down in the middle of one of our services, and we were talking about the importance of mission work, and we were talking, and we just kind of had a little bit of an interview in the middle of church, talking about how important Rhonda's Eye Alliance is, and what you guys are doing, and what we're partnering together to do on the mission field. So, some of the important questions, I think, for those that are new to Rhonda's Eye Alliance would be how this all got started. It was back, 2007, right? Give us the story, a little bit of the story.
Okay, I get to go first. In 2007, well, we were invited by a Catholic priest, Pastor Father Sico. Father Sico was in Miami. He was promoting his organization, Afende Combit, and before Rhonda Eyes Alliance, we always did humanitarian work. We worked with Father Sico, we worked with Operation Green Leaves. And while he was in Miami, he found out about Rhonda's profession and what we do. And he invited Rhonda to come do a mission in Haiti. That was our first in 2007. So it was myself, Rhonda, and our daughter, Nadesh, the three of us. We went to Haiti. We partnered with a Haitian doctor, Dr. Campbell, Haitian ophthalmologist. And we went in the rural mountain area of Kenscroft. And we did a 4-day mission. And we saw 185 people doing the 4-day mission. And it was a real eye-opener. Out of the 185 people that we saw, only one person had ever seen an eye doctor. And everybody needed glasses. They had different conditions. They needed medications. So, we couldn't stop after this one mission. God opened our eyes, and we came back to Miami. And then we talked about it, and we founded Rhonda Eyes Alliance.
I think it's so, it was one of the biggest things that changed my perspective when I was 16 and I went to Haiti. And we were doing a medical mission, and it's just like the streets just filled up. As soon as we opened up and we said we had doctors and we said we had medicine, it's just like as far as the eye can see down the street, people lining up because there's such an amazing need in Haiti. And there's an amazing need in our community too. Sometimes I think we don't open our eyes and see what's in our own backyard. And I think that's one of the beautiful things about Rhonda's Eye Alliance is it's got this, there's this international part of it, and there's also this local part of it as well. I was just thinking tonight about looking back and saying, what was the biggest milestone? And I'd like you both to answer this question. What was the biggest milestone that really was one of the button poppers, your proudest moment as being over, Rhonda's Eye Alliance? This was the highlight, one of the highlights for you.
Well, we have many highlights, so it's kind of hard, but I'll try. One of our biggest milestones is when we started to do cataract surgeries. But the thing about the cataract surgeries is when we were doing the first set of work, when we were taking the recycled glasses, and we were traveling with all this stuff, we would travel heavy on one airline, and then we would travel with Spirit. And the manager of Spirit, he spoke English, so every time the plane landed, he would greet the flight and he would say hello to me. And every time I left, he took the flight off and he would say goodbye. And once we had lost our suitcases and we had to stay in Port-au-Prince, but every time he saw me and he realized about the glasses, he would say, you have to meet my son, you have to meet my son. I was like, okay. So the time that we stayed over, he was like, you're not going anywhere, you're gonna talk to my son on the phone. So I talked to this guy on the phone, and he's a doctor, and he tells me that he's finishing up school, and he'd like to meet me and we can talk. And that was in 2009, I think.
2009,
And then in 2010, we made a plan that we would meet this doctor and we would try to start to do surgeries. And lo and behold, it was Dr. De Castro, the son of the guy from Spirit. We were like, whoa! So that's one of the things that we remember, and the fact that Dr. De Castro is one of the doctors that persevered and got a lot of training and kept working with us, still works with us. We're very proud to say that we have a 99% success rate with our cataract surgeries.
I'd like to add something.
Let me say this, you know, I thought about what you're saying, and the scripture says a righteous person's steps are ordered of the Lord. And I just think about when God is behind you and you're doing the right thing, God just sets little things up like that are so beautiful when they play out.
Yes, I wanted to add something about major milestones. One of the major milestones, we were setting up and breaking down every mission. So it was really a lot of work. We used to travel with a lot of portable equipment, and then when we get, the hospital give us a space to work, and we'll set up. You know, it'll take a half a day to set up, and then at the end of the mission, we have to break down. And then, but the church leaders and the community leaders, they took note of the work that we were doing, mainly Miss Phyllis here at this table. And you know, Pastor Jamari and Dr. Mark, who was the administrator of the hospital. And then in 2013, they gave us a space in the hospital, permanent space. We didn't have to break down and set up anymore. We had a space allocated to run the Eyes Alliance in the hospital. So from that space that was allocated to run the Eyes Alliance, then came the monthly training missions, and then we used to do recycle glasses, and then we did all with recycle glasses, and we started giving them brand new frames and spec, you know, their spec, and the rest is history.
Now I know that, you know, sometimes there's these moments that stuff gets a little bit haywire, stuff gets a little bit out of control on the mission field. So I wanted just one story. Just give us one story of something that kind of was a little crazy on the mission field.
Well, give him the one about the telephone wires.
That in 2016, I have a professor that I did my continuing education with, and I wrote him because I believed that our program had reached a plateau and I needed to go to the next level. So I wrote him and I said, I need your help, I need some guidance. And when I talked to him, he embraced our program, and he set out to work with us. So he started to collect equipment for us, and he told us that we should go to the Northeast and pick up some equipment. So first I planned a 20-foot U-Haul truck to go up there, and when we spoke to one of our awesome volunteers that's a truck driver, and we told him what we had to do and how expensive it was, he was like, no, we're going in the 18-wheeler, and we'll pick up the stuff, and then I'll come back with a load so we wouldn't have to incur this cost, because it costs a lot of money to rent a truck and drive to 3 states, 5 places. So we set out on this journey. You guys have to go to our website and look at the journey. We have a long journey. Anyways, so we set out on this thing, and we're going to states, and we're picking up. And the last state we go to is Massachusetts. And in the meantime, instead of the 20-foot truck, and we thought we would just fit a quarter of his 18-wheeler, the 18-wheeler is now filled to the brim.
By the way, the gentleman who helped us is here, Mr. Roger Jean.
Anyway.
Is our friend, the driver, who helped us.
So we get to the last place, and we're tired, and everything is, and we called the girl and we were like, okay, we're coming in, and can we come through the front? Can we go through the back? Which way should we go? Because we're with the 18-wheeler. And we get there and we get out of the car. When we get out of the car, she says, well, do you know that the cops are on their way? I'm like, excuse me? She was like, yes, you guys pulled all the wires down. I was like, excuse me? Because, you know, if you don't know, with the 18-wheelers, they drive a different route. They have a different GPS route that they drive. And Roger followed it completely. But somewhere along the line, we had the whole of Pittsfield, Massachusetts telephone wires on the truck.
When I got out of the truck and I looked behind the truck, wires everywhere. The telephone wire got hooked on the top of the truck. So, you know, I was yanking on these wires, trying to pull this thing before the cops came so I can bundle them up in a fashion that it wouldn't look so bad. Anyway, that was a funny one.
That was really a funny one. But God has always been with us, took care of us, and because
And you didn't go to jail. That's good.
No,
That's,
right?
that's a plus.
And
No, we didn't go to jail.
the cops said, well, you guys followed the right directions. They'll contact you for anything, but we were all clear. But that was funny. You're like, what are you talking about? There's no wires. There's all these wires.
So what is it that you're the most excited about in 2018 for the vision of Rhonda's Eye Alliance?
Whew, that's a good one. I want everybody's attention. I got a platform now, so listen up, okay? We have a slideshow that's not too visible, and we just want you to glimpse at it as you sit and you walk and you get your food and everything. But here's the deal.
Pastor Corinne tried to get me to look at the cataract surgery part. And I told her, I'll give to the cataract surgery, I just don't want to look at the cataract surgery.
It's easy. We have some doctors here that can help us. I want to recognize Dr. Jallo is here. We can ask him about some cataract surgeries. Dr. Jallo didn't know that many, many years ago he made a donation, and when he looks at the slideshow, he's going to find out that the beautiful displays that are in the new clinic are from when he made a donation. He didn't know that. He knows that right now. Anyway, so we've laid the foundation, and as Pastor Duke said, as everyone has mentioned, has been up here, it's been a journey, but we've laid the foundation. It has been set. We've gone from recycled glasses to custom-made glasses with frames that are beautiful and brand new. We have some programs. You guys have your brochures. Pay attention to that for me. However, where do we want to go in 2018? In the United States, we kind of take for granted education because it's so easy to get your grants and go to school and so forth. But we've started a training program, and I would definitely like to implement the training program that they can be able to do an online school program. We're working out over the internet. That's a little hurdle we have to cross. But I have a program in my hand in French, module by module, for them to become ophthalmic technicians and then certified opticians. In Haiti, there are no opticians. They learn how to use one machine that gives a guideline. They use it as a prescription, but it's a trade that they can learn. And we can do it by on-the-job training, which we've already started. And we can give them the classroom training by them doing it online, and then I monitor them. So that's my goal for that one, that they do their online course and become certified opticians. And second of all, we were blessed a few years ago by a German NGO that visited the clinic with Miss Phyllis, and they built us an optical laboratory. Over the years, because some of you have been here with us before and heard me mention it, well guys, guess what? The equipment is in the optical laboratory. The lenses to make the prescription is in the laboratory. They have new frames. We're training them. So I want to have the optical laboratory up and running, so that when I go down there, I don't have to bring the frames back to the United States to make the glasses and then send them back or travel back with them. So that's where I want to go. I need your help. I'll do the work. You got to support me. Thank you for coming tonight, but I'm coming to all of you throughout the year. 2018 is the year. Pastor Sonny said that. Thank you.
It's very, very difficult to say no to Rhonda. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. And I think everybody here knows. Because that's how everybody gets here.
You know what I think would be so beautiful is if everybody in this room somehow were able to participate in the vision in 2018, you know? And so I think whether it's in a big way or it's a small way, that we all, everybody here tonight, make some type of commitment to do something, you know? The Bible talks about find whatever you have in your hands and do something with what's in your hands. So I just wanted to ask, I guess as my last question for the night, not the last of the whole program, but from our section, what is it that everybody in the room, what are some options that they could do to be involved in moving this vision forward in 2018?
Well, first of all, just to reiterate what Pastor Duke said, you don't have to travel if you can't. We'll do the work, but you're welcome. You can talk to me about that part. Believe it or not, every one of you, in something that you do, or someone that you know, someone that knows someone that knows someone, that God puts us together, we can all do this together and get the work continuing. Second of all, I made it a little bit easy for you because we have some new brochures. Tells you 4 ways that you can participate, but that's not for tonight. So for tonight, we have the way that we fundraise tonight at the gala. We have what we call Haiti Shop. Everything that you see over on this corner here was from Haiti. The paintings that you see are from the streets of Port-au-Prince. We truly believe in teaching a man how to fish. So yes, there are famous artists that can make paintings for thousands of dollars. They're right outside in the art gallery. There is one that's being featured tonight, Papa Loco, the genius. We know him personally. We have his art in our home. But this art here, we walk the streets of Port-au-Prince. We negotiate with them. You have to negotiate. And we purchase the art off of the street so that they can get some money. We bring it back here and we ask you to support. We have art, metal art. We have the sun. Let me tell you guys about the sun. If you notice, there's a lot of suns that I had done. We had them specially made. We had Kesnel, our representative, go to a local artist and tell him that I wanted the suns made. Why did I choose the suns this year? And if you look at your invitations, if you look at your programs, you'll see that the 10 years was a sun. Because I want you to purchase one of the suns, keep it in your house, and remember, the sun is bright. The sun gives light rays. The sun gives light in darkness. Remember the work. Imagine the people of Haiti. Imagine the world where people can't see just for a pair of glasses, or just for a cataract surgery, or just for medication to prolong their vision because of glaucoma. Remember that the sun is going to remind you to please support Rwanda Eyes Alliance. And along with that, there's other little things that you can guys do. Starting tonight, if everybody buys a sun and buys something else, you guys will help me. Thank you very much.
Help the cause. You know, and look at your brochure. There are 4 ways that you can give in the brochure. Take a look at the brochure and take it home with you, share it with your family, share it with your friends, and help us help the less fortunate. Thank you, Pastor Joshua.
Thank you so much,
We
Pastor
appreciate
John.
it.
Can we give a big hand? Can we give a big, big hand